Good, good. Can you hear me well, Iti?
Yes, now I can. Yes,
Yeah,
finally.
thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
fine, Iti. I'm fine. I'm happy to be here and to be able to speak.
Thank you so much.
And I'm very glad to be because I was really moved about the session yesterday. It was really beautiful, Iti. I would like to thank you again.
Thank you so much for enabling all of those conversations because your participation makes those conversations happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning, Rodrigo. How do you do today? Good
Good
morning.
morning, Ed. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good morning. How do you do? Good morning, Fernando. Shalom, shalom. We are very happy that you're here.
Oh, I'm fine, Ed. And as Felipe said, um, yesterday the class was amazing, as always. And I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very grateful to be here with you and our friends on Discord and YouTube. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. And I would like to ask you something. Since we are just, let's say, having those conversations almost every day, and we're just reading the first draft, this is just the first, let's say, offer for friendship with the text. Maybe when you read and you hear it second time, you would like to ask more questions, and you feel that you would like to go deeper. If you feel for one of the conversations that we had during our, let's say, the last few week conversations, or maybe even more, if you would like to read again text that you really feel for it, I shall be happy to read it with you again, because at the moment we just expose ourselves to more and more layers of the text. So usually we read it once with you in class, maybe twice, Aramaic and Hebrew and so. But if you feel for something very deeply, I would be happy to read it with you again and from a different angle, because time is passing, we are changing, the text is changing, not the text itself, but the air around it. And when we read it again, a new reality comes. So if you feel deeply for a certain text or a certain topic, I shall be happy to do it with you.
Thank you, Ed.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Would you like to ask something before we start?
Iti,
Yes.
if I may, I just wanted to ask about that term for delicacy.
Yes.
If you you said it was related with Keter,
Yes.
could you open a little for us?
So delicacy ma'adanim. This is ma'adanim that we read yesterday. I will write it on the here whiteboard with us. And please feel free to take initiation and to come with questions, and we can build around this new conversation. So it's very good that you ask. So we have ma'adanim yesterday. Shall I bring the text from yesterday? Is there a need, or is it okay? Ma'ad. Yes?
It's for me that it is not necessary, but if you feel like it could, uh, I don't know, it could be great. Yeah.
Let's pop into our classes here and see if I have the text, and I can bring it again. Open in browser. Let's see if I can bring it again. I'll try to copy it. 1 second. Okay. I'll try. Maybe it will not be that, how do you say, bright and shine, but I can get the text here. 1 second. Yeah. And jump it here to the whiteboard. Here. Yeah. bit bigger. Here. The word that you're asking here, Felipe, is regarding to Sifra Tzniuta, the Book of Modesty. The print here is not that, how do you say, sharp, because it's copy of copy. But you ask about Mima Adanei Ha'olam, from the delicacy of the world. Ma'adanei Ha'olam. Ma'adanei, the word is Ma'adanim. Ma'adanim, delicacies. And the word Ma'adanim comes from Eden. Eden. We have Eden, and we have Ma'adan. Ma'adan is delicacy, singular, and we have Ma'adanim, plural. Why Ma'adan comes? Why Ma'adan is delicacy? Because it comes from Eden. Ma'adan, the mem is utility, comes from Eden, and Eden is the wisdom. So in different places of the Zohar, once Eden is Binah, once Eden is mentioned as Chokhmah, and once the Eden is mentioned as Keter. When Eden is mentioned as Keter, and I think that Rodrigo paid attention to the fact that we have those letters focus on the tree. We have Eden is Keter here. And we have here, this is not a sphere, but it's a consequence of father and mother. This is Da'at. So again, we meet those letters, Ain Daled, but now it is Daled Ain. And we have Zer Anpin, which is called Ad. 1 second, that it will be noticed. Zer Anpin is called Ad. Also the same letters, and all of them on the middle line. Zer Anpin, Kol Ad. So far so good? Hello Venus,
Yeah.
good morning. Yes? Yes. Yes.
A silly question, but the word Eden, there is a meaning for this word, because how can I say, in Portuguese is a name of the garden, the Gan Eden, but there is a, how can I say, a meaning in Hebrew. The word Eden means something similar to delicious or delicatessen, as we are talking about.
Yes. If you go now to the supermarket, every supermarket in Israel, and you would like to buy something which is similar to yogurt, it's like, let's say abroad you call it yogurt, or something which is dairy product in a cup, something like this. You ask for ma'adanim. The people people manage to market it as ma'adanim, or comes ma'adan, singular. If you want to buy a yogurt is a yogurt, but there are sometimes dairy products, like for children, that has special taste with banana and so, or a strawberry for children, called ma'adanim. So, but the word comes from Eden. Now it is used also in Israel in the supermarket, but the meaning is delicacies, delicatesse, something that you don't buy in quantities, but in a quality.
So the Gan Eden would be like a garden of delicacies.
Yes. Idunei Chokhmah. Yes, very good. Gan Eden is a garden of delicacies of wisdom. Idunei Chochma, he says here in the text. All the delicacy, all the nuances of wisdom. As we learned, you remember the day before, we learned about the prophecy of Ezekiel. Do you remember? Song of Songs about the word Eheye. This is delicacy of wisdom. Eheye was told to Moses in a burning bush. But the prophecy of Ezekiel starts with Hayo. Do you remember? Hayo. Hayo Haya. So once upon a... So what is the delicacy of wisdom? They tell you. The Aleph disappears, ascends, and what is left is Haya. So since there is no unity of the Aleph, Haya is like living in time and space, and you have already the duality, Hayo Haya. Because the Aleph is missing. Once the Aleph is missing, everything is multiple. Also, in this case, also the exile. The Aleph can shorten things. Once we learned about Aleph Ratz, I think that Fernando remembers, Eretz, Aleph Ratz. Why the Galut suddenly gets shortened? Because the Aleph is running. He shortened everything. Another thing, this is delicacy of wisdom, what we learn here. Eheye is I shall be in the future. Eheye asher eheye, I shall be that I shall be. Once the Aleph is gone, suddenly we don't have future. But Hayo Haya, twice past. Doppel, how do you say double past? Hayo Haya, when every Haya in this case is 20 and we have 40 and we have time. This is the delicacy of wisdom. This is why I think few people here like to learn Tikkunei Zohar and Zohar Chadash, because this is top of the top. Gan Eden is not a physical place. This is an agency in the mind. Questions?
T,
Yes.
if I'm right, this Madim has the value of 214, right?
Again,
200.
Ma'adanim.
Madanin is 214.
So you have one, yes, Maim, you have Maim and Eden. Nachon, Ma'adanim is Maim and Eden. One second. Eden, how much is it?
Is
124 Eden?
Yes, 124.
Plus
Mine
9.
is
And what do you
200.
get?
Ruach.
Ruach. Ruach. Very good. Ruach. Spirit. Excellent.
Wow. So Madanim is Ruach.
Ruach. Yes.
The spirit. And I was thinking about the beautiful law, and there is 3 offerings for the man. Sorry, we didn't open the law today. It's about yesterday's, but it's interesting that there is first time they offer lechem, bread.
Yes.
And after the second offer is bread with oil,
Yes.
with and the third one is oil. It's bread with oil, shemen, and davar, right?
Yes.
It's davar,
Dvash.
honey.
Yes. Yes.
That was just the vash or the
Yes,
va the,
dvash is honey. Yes,
and I was thinking about that the vash is also related with Malkut.
true.
So I just was thinking that there is a lot of secrets in it, I guess. Those
Yes,
trees.
yes, Felipe, you're right. If we would continue to read, this is only letter bet. In the next letter Gimel, Bala Sulam starts to open the proverb or this story or this lore with the Talmud of Eser Sfirot, the teaching of the 10 spheres. It goes into details. It is very, very complex text because so far we did not open Talmud Eser Sfirot. Just recalling the names of the sphere, but we did not go deeply into the relations between them. But it certainly goes in this direction. Yes.
Yeah.
Because Shemen, very good. Shemen is like the oil that comes on the beard of Aaron is the right side. The Shemen Chochma, right side, and Dvash is Malchut is the left. He goes into this, but not just to this lore, but what this lore is reflecting. Because this is just, let's say, a cover for the New York Times, let's call it. This is like a book cover, the lore. This is just a cover. There's more into it.
Let's thank you, Eti.
You're most welcome. It also has to deal with the access to wisdom. How does it work? So it's a bit complex at the moment. But I'm appreciating your question.
It makes me. I was more, even happier because Rodrigo. I didn't realize that the word uh, the word Eden. I didn't made the connection with Eden. I was thinking about other trying to connect, and the word Eden makes even more sense. It's really, really beautiful.
When
Thank you
peop
so much.
You're most welcome. When people in Hebrew want to say that they're feeling very good or extraordinarily good, they say they feel like Garden of Eden. Some people, when they have this ability, they they say it's like the Garden of Eden. In the moment when they experience like happiness or good air, or they say it's like the Garden of Eden. It's something inner. The question is, where are you now? Where would you like to go? There is a text here, and also from Zohar Chadash. Or you would like to ask questions. I'm open if you just want to ask questions. Fernando, Venus, friends here, please feel free to ask questions. I feel that this is the day that you would like to reflect more and ask questions, and it is fine. It is fine. Just ask.
Uh, I have a question, Eti. But I really don't want to disturb. I mean, uh, I wondering if you could uh, just a little bit background of the Aramaic. I'm sure I could, I mean, I could research it on Wikipedia and so, but, and feel free to not answer, but I'm just thinking, is it a language? I am a kind of curious about the relation, historical relation with this Aramaic, with the Hebrew, and I don't know actually if it is current language yet.
Yes,
I guess it isn't.
it is. It
But
is it is a current language. In certain
it,
places in the world, people are speaking Aramaic. The Aramaic of the Zohar is like, according to people who research, yes, they say it is a constructed artificial. Once Sholem says it's like artificial Aramaic because they try to say things to hide them. But yes, the Aramaic is spoken in our times in certain geographical regions, and there are also translations of the Bible to Aramaic from the time of Jesus. Targum Onkelos is in Aramaic. There was a need to translate the Bible already 100 years before Christ, so to speak, to Aramaic because people were sitting in the exile. So we have former translations of the Bible to Aramaic. We have few versions. And there is the Aramaic of the Zohar, and so, and the Aramaic of the Talmud, of course, the Babylonian Talmud, of course.
it is in Aramaic.
The Babylonian Talmud, yes. It is a texture. It is a texture of Hebrew and Aramaic and Greek and Latin and Persian and yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
yes, because I wonder, like the Bible is written all in Hebrew. I think.
Uh,
I guess there's the book of Daniel, or
true, true.
there are
Except,
some books
yeah, you're right. Except the book of Daniel and Nehemiah or Ezra, I think. Yes, it is true. And
because we
yes,
no it just because the it's interesting to like to know a little bit about this intrinsic relation between the languages, because I mean, for us the Hebrew is already really different because there is a whole new alphabet, alphabet, let's say.
mm-hmm.
And when we open with the Aramaic, it's I wonder, in Portuguese would be like Portuguese and Spanish. There are many connections. It's similar, but it isn't the same. And but it's just a curiosity. I think. Please go on the on
Yes.
what you like to say. Yes.
Just another sentence about the Aramaic. Aramaic was franca lingua, meaning the language, the common language. Now we have common language is English. The internet works on English, so everybody all over the place knows a bit of English. But Aramaic in the ancient world was like English of our time. If people used to move from one country to another, the Aramaic was a communication language. They could communicate commerce. The commerce was in Aramaic.
Oh,
So,
that makes a lot of sense.
mhm.
Yes, that explains a lot.
So let's.
Thank
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. We have a text here from Genesis chapter 15. This is conversation with Abraham, and then we have Zohar Chadash. Would you like to start with the text or with the Zohar, just to make friends with the idea? Would you like to start reading the text Fernando likes to
Yes,
read the text first. Yes.
we can read what Fernando says to the Zohar. I would say the Genesis chapter 15, but we
For
decide
me,
yet.
we can go to the Zohar. Okay, Fernando, it's new. Okay, so you would like to go to the Zohar, yeah? Good,
Yes,
good, good. Let's go into it. Okay. Sefer Zohar, Book of Zohar, Zohar with the translation of the Sulam, the letter, Zohar Chadash, Shir HaShirim, Song of Songs. Ma'amar, article, please pay attention to the name, it is interesting. Daled, apostrophe, Mem, apostrophe, meaning letters Daled, Mem, Niftachot, are opening to Hey, Hey. Again, I repeat, article Daled Mem are opening to Hey, Hey. Did we understand the name of the title? Do we understand the name of the title?
Not actually.
Yes or no?
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Okay. Rodrigo, Fernando, did you understand?
Shir HaShirim. Yes, Shir HaShirim, but later Amar, Dalit apostrophe, Mem apostrophe.
Our
I really
opening, very good. Daled apostrophe, Mem apostrophe, Niftachot lehei hei. Meaning the article, the name of the article is Daled, Mem. What are Daled and Mem together without the apostrophe? What word do they create?
Dam,
Dam. What is dam?
blood.
Blood. Very good. So Daled and Mem are opening to, each letter will open to Hey and Hey. This is the name of the article. Again, the name of the article is that letters Daled, Mem. Daled is 4. Please pay attention. Mem is 40. Will open, each one of those will open to Hey. So far, so good. We understood the frame of thinking.
Yes.
Good.
Now, yes.
Good.
Yes.
Felipe, understood. Fernando and Venus, please say what you feel. So, letter, ot, tav, kof, mem, vav, 546. Yes, Fernando? Yes, thank you. It is written, ktiv. Ktiv, kmo katav, like writing. It is written. Ktiv, meaning katuv, it is written. And it starts a quote. Vehine, let's open here. Ink. Vehine, dvar Hashem elav le'emor. And here, the word of the Lord, dvar Hashem. Once we learn dvar Hashem, elav, to him, to Abraham, le'emor, saying, lo yirashcha ze. This one will not inherit you, meaning is regarding to Eliezer, because Abraham was saying, I am walking here without family members. So who will, I only have this assistant, Eliezer. I don't see anyone. This is the conversation between Abraham and God. So, Vehine dvar Hashem elav. And here is the word of God, of Hashem, to him, to Abraham, saying, Lo yirashcha ze, meaning, Eliezer will not inherit you. Ki im ze but this, asher yetze mim'echa, but this who will come out of your inner intestines, this is basically intestines, like the intestines of the fish where Yonah was, he will inherit you. Let's read the English, because the English maybe makes more sense. Here, this is verse 4. Verse 4. And behold, who would like to read 4 in English?
I can read it, Eti.
Thank you.
Genesis chapter 15, verse 4. And behold, the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, This man shall not be thin hair, but he that shall come forth out of thine own bowels shall be thin hair.
Thank you. Thank you. This is the conversation. Dvar Hashem. Please pay attention. What is the value of Dvar Hashem? Felipe asked us this week, what is the value of Dvar Hashem? Do you remember? Dvar Hashem.
230.
Very good. 232. Plus 1. This is the tree of life.
Yes.
Dvar Hashem. This is it. So let's see what is happening in Zohar Chadash. Now, I start with Aramaic. וכי אברהם דהבה אזיל בשלימו לגבי מלכה קדישה, איך לא האמין במאמר לקדוש ברוך הוא? And is it that Abraham used to walk in completeness in regarding to the Holy Blessed He, how he did not believe in the word of the Holy Blessed He? Amar delahave banin, that told him that he shall have sons. Dichtiv, that it is written, comes a verse, a quote, לזרעך, to thy seed, אתן את הארץ הזאת, I shall give this land, this will. ולוותר איהו אמר, and afterwards, after God spoke to him and told him, I give you this land, suddenly Abraham comes and say, and here is my assistance, Ben Beti, Ben Beti, the son of my house. This is referring to Eliezer. Yoresh oti, inherit me. Now the Hebrew. Ktiv, it is written, Vehine dvar Hashem elav. And here is the word of the Lord to him, לאמור, saying, Lo yirashcha ze. This one will not inherit you, regarding to Eliezer. כי אם אשר יצא ממאיך, but this one who will go out of your intestines, הוא ירשך, he shall inherit you. שואל, he asks, וכי אברהם, is it that Abraham, שהיה הולך בשלמות, that used to go or walk in completeness, לפני המלך הקדוש, in front of the holy king, איך לא האמין במאמר הקדוש ברוך הוא? How he did not believe in the words, in the article of the holy bless he. שאמר שיהיו לו בנים, that told him that he shall have sons. שכתוב, that it is written, לזרעך, to thy seed, אתן את הארץ הזאת. I shall give this land. ואחר כך הוא אמר, and afterwards he said, והנה בן ביתי, and here is the son of my home, יורש אותי, inherits me, ולא האמין בהשם, and he did not believe in the name, in the Lord, in the word. So far, so good?
Yes.
Yes. Questions?
No, at the moment, no. Thank you.
Thank you. The next letter. Shall I move also to Hebrew because we have to cover here a few things? Just move into the Hebrew? Is that okay? Or would you like to read the Aramaic?
Can be the Hebrew, Eti. Yes, please.
In the Hebrew, not the Aramaic? Okay, because we have few letters and there's a secrets here. Shafel lerishe dekara. And he answers. Habet lerosh hakatuv. Look to the head of what is writing, meaning to the beginning of what is written. Makatuv, what is written, Va'ani holech ariri. Let's look into the verse, Va'ani holech ariri. Rodrigo, can you read please verse 2?
Yes. Genesis chapter 15, verse 2. And Abram said, O Lord God, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go hence childless? And he that shall be possessor of my house is Eliezer of Damascus.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The English makes the verse childless, but in Hebrew this is Va'anochi holech ariri. Ariri is alone. Alone. Let's see. So let's hear it, the Hebrew, and he answers. Look into the head of what is written, Lerosh hakatuv, to the beginning. Ma katuv, what is written? Va'anochi holech ariri. I'm walking alone. The English makes it childless, but this is alone. Ariri is without any connection. Vechatuv, and it is written, Heneli lo natata zera. And you did not give a seed to me. Vehine ben beti, and here is the son of my house or my household, yoresh oti, inherits me. And here comes an interesting dialogue or thought. Ela batchila, but in the beginning, היה אברהם מאמין בקדוש ברוך הוא. Abraham used to believe in the holy blessed he. ואחר כך, and afterwards, היה מסתכל בכוכבים ובמזלות. He used to look in the stars and in the signs. והיה רואה, and used to see, שלא יהיה לו בן, that he shall not have a son. ועל כן אמר, and this is why he said, ואנוכי הולך ערירי, and I am walking alone. והוא, and this is, משום שעד עתה, because until now, עוד לא היה דבוק בדבקות אדונו. He said this, ואנוכי הולך ערירי, and I walk alone, because until now, until the time of the conversation between them, he was not cleaving. דבוק בדבקות אדונו. Cleaving in cleaveness with God. Questions?
So the fact he walks alone, or he has no child, it's cleaved to God yet.
Yes. He believed God, but at the beginning, and then he used his knowledge, his former knowledge in astrology and astronomy, because he was a great astronomer. How do you say? A man that knew astronomy and astrology and mathematics. So God promised him, but he in a way fell back to his old mode of sciences, hardcore sciences. This is why he said, "Va'anochi holech ariri." I'm walking alone. Can we continue? Or questions?
Just I he was in the let's say he was in the Lech Lecha mode yet. He was vagabond yet. Didn't found a place to dwell, cleave for God. I was just thinking he's Abram yet, and he went out of his country, and he was kind of detached from older farmer life, but didn't yet got the hay, the letter hay from him for him.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about the Lech Lecha in this when we were
It's
talking.
true. It is a process. It is true what you're saying. Good. So he's like, let's say, is swinging, yes, because God promised him, but let's see, there is a doubt. After all, we are human.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Let's continue. כיוון דכתיב ויוצא, since it is written ויוצא אותו החוצה, and he took him outside. דהיינו, meaning שהוציאו, that he took him out, מאותה הדרך, from that way. וקרבהו אליו, and he brought him closer לעבודתו, to his worship. לדעת דרכים אחרות של החוכמה, to know other ways of the wisdom. והוציאו, and he took him out, מאותם ניחושי המזלות, from those guessings of the signs. What does the sign says if, let's say, certain star is in a certain, let's say, sign or so. So he took him out from those guessings of signs. ואמר לו, and told him, Avram, 4 letters, אינו מוליד, does not give birth. Avraham, with additional letter He, מוליד, giving birth. וזהו, and this is it, ולא יקרא עוד את שמך אברהם, and this is, and there's a quote, and thy name shall not be called any longer Avram. והיה, please pay attention, והיה, and it is, the meaning is shall be, but this is the letters of the tetragrammaton in a different order. והיה שמך אברהם, meaning, and this is ולא יקרא עוד את שמך אברהם, and you shall not be called any more or any longer Avram, and your name shall be Avraham, with the letter He. כי Av Hamon. Why is Avraham Av Hamon? Hamon is many. Av Hamon. Av is father. Hamon is many. Av Hamon. So we have two letters, Av and Hey Mem. Ki Av Hamon Goyim Netaticha. Because of father of many nations I already gave you to be. Do we understand?
Yes, as the title of the article mentions, the transformation of the five in the hay in the vessel, as Felipe mentioned, that without the hay, he has no vessel yet to cleave to God. And now, even in his name, Av Hamon, Avraham, with hay, father of many. So this, how can I say, this transmutation, this hay would be necessary to this cleave to God.
Av Hamon. I just write Hey Mem Ham, the beginning of Hamon, many. But please pay attention, this is like Av and Ma. What is Ma?
Adam, the
Adam.
45.
Yes, very good. Av Adam. Very good. Av of Adam. Very good. Very good. Next letter. Tav Kof Memtet. 549. Yes, Fernando. So good to listen to these words. Thank you. מהי טעם הבגין? מהו הטעם שאברהם מוליד? Ta'am is not just a taste. We say it's a reason, it's a cause. What is the cause or the reason that Abraham is delivering, or how do you say, Molid is giving birth to children, make generations? הוא משום שאין בכל האותיות. The reason is because there is no in all of the letters אות מתוקנת להוליד, a corrected letter to give birth, חוץ מהאות ה'. Why the name Abraham has the capability to deliver? Because in all of the letters there is one letter that has the capability to give children or to give birth, and this is the letter He. אות זו היא מתוקנת לעשות פירות ועיבים. This letter is corrected to do fruits, to make fruits, and wills and roots. יותר מכל שאר האותיות. More than all of the rest of the letters. ומשום זה, and for that reason, היא פתוחה מכל הצדדים. And for that reason, she is open from all of her sides. The letter He. From all of the letters, she has the capability to make fruits and roots. Questions?
Is he saying that he is like a womb?
It is a womb. The He is a womb. And she is open. The womb has to be open. This is only the beginning. We're just going into this, of course. This is it. This is it. The hay is a womb.
Eti,
Yes.
I just remember the Genesis chapter 2, I believe is verse 4, and the Behibaran,
Excellent.
right?
Yes. Behibaram. Yes. Excellent. Behibaram.
The little hay. Eti, I can't hear you and
Yes.
Felipe.
Yes. Venus is also saying yes. 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 Let's. Since when did you know? Where was the cut?
When I mentioned the little hay, the Behibaran, I really didn't
Okay.
hear
So let's
more.
continue. Can you hear now?
Yes, clear,
Yes,
clear.
yes.
Very
Okay. So next mark or next letter, Tav Kuf Nun 550. ואם תאמר, and if you shall say, אות זו לא הייתה צריכה להתווסף לאברהם. This letter should not have been added to Abraham. שהרי אינה שלו, meaning this letter is not his. כי ההי בכל מקום היא נקבה, because the hay in every place is a feminine. והיה נכון, and it would have been right, שאות זו תהיה רשומה לשרה בתוכה. And it should have been properly right that this letter should be written in Sarah, in herself. כי היא נקבה, because she is feminine, ולא אברהם, and not Abraham. Here, the next letter, תו קנ"א, אלא תרי ההין, הוא משיב, and he answers, אלא שתי ההין הן. He says, but those are two letters hey in the name of the Lord. Beshem Havaya, when we don't use a quote from the Bible, we don't say Hashem. We just, when we use it to write, we opposite the letters. Is the Shem Havaya, is the name of being. So, and he answers, but those two letters hey, Beshem Havaya, in the name of the Lord, Achat Eliona, one is upper, Ve'achat Tachtona, and one is lower. Achat Olam HaZachar, one is the world of the masculine, of the male, Shehi Bina. Please pay attention. Bina is considered to be male, Zachar, masculine. I will explain this later. So, one is upper and one is lower. One is the world of the male, Zachar, Shehi Bina, ואחת העולם התחתון, and one is the lower world, שהוא עולם הנקבה, which is the feminine world, דהיינו מלכות, meaning מלכות. כיוון שנתווספה ה' באברהם, since the letter Hey was added to the name Abram and he became Avraham, האור הראשון, the first light, שהוא חסד, which is grace, שהי זו הייתה מתעטפת בו, that this hay used to be wrapped in him, יצא, went out, ועשה פירות, and made fruits. ונרשם אברהם במדרגה ההיא העליונה, and Abraham was written in the upper that steps of his upper step in the power, בכוח ההי העליונה, in the power or in the potential of the upper hay, שהיא בינה, which is בינה. כי אין כוח ותוקף, because there is no power, potential, and validity לאור הראשון, to the first light, חוץ מן ההי העליונה, apart from the upper hay, שהיא בינה, which is בינה. והוא זכר, and this is a male. והיא, now he is feminine, היא בינה, שורש החסד, the root of grace. ומשום זה, and for that reason, לקח האור הראשון עמו, and because of this reason, the first light took with him the letter He and settled in its step, meaning in his name. והאור הראשון, and the first light, עלה, ascend, לעשות תולדות, to make generations. Did we understand, or shall I read it again or explain it?
It was beautiful. I think I could understand, and so beautiful.
Thank you. Venus is asking, how can Binah be a root of grace? And how can Binah be a male? Yes? Because we say it's a woman. So this is interesting. Every upper step for the lower step is a male. Do we understand that?
Yes.
Yes. So here we have the Vav. And the Vav is a male because the two Hay, so to speak, considered to be feminine. But the Hay of Binah, in a way, she is beyond time and space. So she is considered to be a male. Zachar. Binah is even Zachar male in regarding to the Vav, to the son, because we say Vav is a son, Ben, and He is Bat, daughter. So Binah, it is like, okay. So it is like the mother. The mother for the son is the influencer. So the mother is considered to be Zachar for the children. Even for the son, the mother is Zachar. Even the son is biologically. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everyone in his spiritual step, which is higher, is considered to be Zachar. Do we understand?
If I understood well, at Zahar in this contest, meaning those who give, those who made the donation to
Yes,
give.
yes.
Like active and passive.
Yes, the active, very good. Binah is active. This is why she is the root of grace. Venus, did you understand? Grace is something active. This is why Binah is considered to be the root of grace. Grace is on the right side. And this is the active part. And Binah is the root of grace. This is why Binah is considered to be Zohar. This is the giver, the influencer. As the Vav is the giver to the Hey. Vav Zer Anpin is Zohar, is regarding to the Hey, to the lower Hey. It's all the time about the relations. It's not absolute. Is that understood?
Yes.
So let's try to read another letter and see where we are at. Ot Tav Kuf Nun Bet 552 תרי נתבן רשמין וכולי. בית אותיות רשומות כאן. Two letters are written here. שהן עולות לעולם העליון. That they are ascending to the upper world. שהן המם דאברהם. Two letters here are ascending to the upper world. שהן המם דאברהם, meaning the final mem here. This is it. אות מם היא מעולם העליון. The letter mem is from the upper world. מבינה. וכן, and also, ההי היא מהעולם העליון. And also, the letter hey is from the upper world. Did we understand?
Yes.
Yes. Please pay attention to the mathematical riddle now. מהו ההפרש? What is the gap between בין האות מם לאות ה'? הרי שתיהן הן מעולם העליון. Both of them are coming from the upper world.
It's interesting, Eti, that the mem, final mem that it's mentioned that is in the upper, from the upper world. At the side of this mem. I don't know if I made myself clear, but
Yes.
did you understand?
No.
It's linked with the mem. The hey and the mem are together.
They are together.
It's like
Yes. Yes.
it's like when Abraham received this hay, it was put in that specific place.
Yes.
So-
Yes, it is true. It is true. This is only the beginning of the article. It goes very much deeper. This is the first reading. And this is so far. The article continues and he goes very, very deeper to the relations between the letters. So far, what is your impression from the article? Rodrigo, Fernando, Venus.
If I understood well, the article explained this. How can I say? Um, the beginning, this hesitation of Abraham, and before receive the ray, and before cleaved to the God, to the Lord, and then the article explained how this transformation occurs, and Abraham was concerned about his inheritance, his childless. He walked alone, and then, if I understood well, the article shows how, with this additional hay, he, how can I say, he was ready to cleave and to receive this, because, as Felipe mentioned, the hay is the womb, and it's necessary to receive this light from above. I don't know if I understood well, Eti, but this is what I can say regarding we talk about. Of course, there is a lot uh, other perspectives and things to say, but just what I can say in this moment. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you like to continue with this article? This is the question, because
Yeah.
this is a
Yes.
general question, because I don't know, I feel all the time that it's good to open us in front of this new frontiers. But the question is, would you like sometimes to continue with a certain direction? This is because we're just entering the question, would you like to go deeper?
For me, I would like to continue because I was wondering why he mentions this letter mem and this letter hey. Those are two, in a way, feminine letters. They are two wombs, and I would like to hear what Baal Hassalam has to say about it.
Okay. Okay, so this is what we shall do. This is quite complex, but let's do it. Let's do it next time. We shall continue with this. Questions so far? Rodrigo, Fernando, if you're here. Felipe, questions? If there aren't any questions, I would like to wish all of us Shabbat Shalom. And next time, we shall continue with the article.
Would be great. Yeah, it would be great. Thank you very much to bring this to us, to prepare this amazing class to us. And of course, we have a lot to meditate about this when what we talk about. And thank you, Felipe and Venus and Fernando and everyone on YouTube. Thank you very much. Shalom, shalom.
Thank you very much, and Shalom Shalom. See you soon.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Thank you.